To guarantee technological progress or to recognize the need to discontinue certain electronic components within the production process, we have to regularly review and update our electronic systems. This is also why the FCB300 remote measurement unit was replaced by the FCB400 remote system. To provide our customers with a simple and uncomplicated way of using these new systems, an upgrade kit has been developed that allows the new electronics to be used with the existing sensors of the FCB300 systems. As the existing sensors can still be used, customers benefit from being able to use the new technology without having to adjust the associated processors or equipment. In the following tutorial, we will show you how to mount the new electronics on the sensors of the FCB300 systems using the retrofit kit. All of the required components from the retrofit kit are described and numbered in the mechanical retrofit instructions. All of the components are labeled in accordance with the mechanical retrofit instructions. The mechanical retrofit for the transmitter head requires an open-end wrench or a ring wrench with a width across flats of 8 mm, a crosshead screwdriver, a small flat-bladed screwdriver and a 4 mm Allen key. Before starting work, disconnect the equipment from the power supply, observing the 5 safety rules in accordance with DIN VDE 0105. Dismantle the old transmitter unit and the old cabling for the sensor unit. Unscrew the housing of the old sensor unit. Use a crosshead screwdriver to loosen the 2 screws that secure the PCB. Carefully pull the board out of the housing, ensuring that the sensor cable is not damaged. Disconnect the sensor cable from the terminal board. You can now remove the old terminal box. To do this, loosen the 4 hexagon socket screws using a 3 mm Allen key. Carefully remove the housing. It is essential to ensure that the cable connection is not damaged when you pull it out, because the connector can crack in the housing bushing. The process of dismantling the old measuring electronics is now complete, and the new electronics can be mounted on the sensor. First, position the new terminal box onto the sensor and screw it in place using the 4 hexagon socket screws. Insert the memory module with the sensor data into the slot on the front-end board. The memory module is configured to the reference values of the sensor at the factory using the original order data. Insert the sensor connector and ensure that none of the connection pins on the electronics are bent. Insert the electronics in the terminal box and screw them down using 4 crosshead screws. Now mount the strain relief and screw it into the terminal box using the crosshead screw. Now pull the new connection cable for the remote unit through the PG gland and secure it with the strain relief. The white cable is the 28-volt power supply for the sensor and is connected to terminal 1. The blue wire is connected to terminal 2, earth. The yellow lead is connected to terminal 3A, and the orange lead is connected to terminal 4B. Terminals 5 to 7 are not assigned. The mounting of the terminal box is now complete and it can be closed with the cover. The new sensor head must first be prepared for mounting. If you have purchased an optional plug-in module, insert the module into the slot provided, ensuring that it clicks into place. For example, modules for current output, Profibus and pulse output are available. For a complete list of available modules, refer to the current operating instructions. The plug-in module snaps into two side clamps. If the module has to be dismantled in the future, carefully push the two clamps outward and pull out the plug-in module. Now route the sensor cable with the two black and two red cables through the housing bushing in the sensor head. Perform this task extremely carefully, ensuring that the cable is not damaged or crushed. Insert the sensor cable connector into the PCB for the remote head. Now place the sealing ring in the groove of the wall mount. Run the leads of the sensor cable through the duct of the wall mount and use the 4 hexagon head screws to screw the remote head with the wall mount to the wall. To do this, use an 8mm open-end wrench or a ring wrench. The leads of the sensor cable are connected to the wall mount in a crosswise manner. Place the terminal block in the wall mount and screw the leads of the sensor cable to the terminal block. The left-hand red lead is connected to terminal B on the right-hand side. The middle red lead is connected to terminal block A. The outer black lead is connected to the earth and the middle lead is connected to the 28-volt power supply. Now run the connection cable through the PG gland of the wall mount and secure the cable with a strain relief. The white cable is the 28-volt power supply of the sensor and is connected to the terminal power supply. The blue cable is connected to the earthing terminal. The yellow lead is connected to terminal A and the orange lead is connected to terminal B. Then use 2 crosshead screws to screw the terminal block to the wall mount. This can then be closed using the screw-on cap. Now you can attach the display to the contact strip on the connector board. The contact strip is located in the rear part of the sensor head to the right, next to the front-end board. Now position the display on the bolts in the sensor head and secure the display in place by rotating in a clockwise direction until the display clicks into place. The display features several holes that enable the display to be inserted correctly in all possible mounting positions. The final task is the electrical connection. To do this, route the connection cable through the PG gland, connect the earthing to the designated terminal, the 28-volt power supply to the left-hand terminal 1 and the neutral wire to the right-hand terminal 2 and attach the cover. You can now screw the front and rear covers to the housing.